It's a teen talk skating podcast where I embarrass myself. Hello, 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 and welcome to episode number 43 of a Teen Talk Skating podcast. My name is Van Gogh, and I am highly congested right now. Literally, I am probably really sick right now, but congestion is my new best friend. I said bye to Stitch because Stitch is a loser. I'm kidding, I love Stitch. But congestion is my new best friend because I'm literally so dead right now, not gonna lie. So if I sound like a nervous wreck right now, it's because I'm congested. It's not because I forgot to go to therapy. Though, I don't think Taylor Swift is the best form of therapy, but she works too. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Clearly, I am not doing well, but I hope you guys are. Thanks for all the love and support on the podcast. Like, I actually like, oh my god, like people are listening. Like, that was a weird squeak. But thank you actually for listening, and I love like seeing like people from like I don't know the Czech Republic and like the Philippines are listening. I'm like, whoa, like it's really getting this like global outreach that I'm just too young and immature to really talk about correctly. But I think I'm gonna cough right now, so yeah. So if I start coughing during the podcast, I'm not laughing maniacally because I hate figure skating. No, it's because I'm dying from coughing. But yeah, I'm excited to continue for the rest of the season on the podcast, watching the rest of the season. I don't know about that because I might need therapy even more. But I love making these episodes. I love reviewing competitions. I love giving you my thoughts. Thank you so much for all the support. I hope you guys are all doing well. My week, tell me why I had a test in every class. All my teachers decided to like gang up on me. Like I swear, like, oh my god, like why was every class so stressful this week? But yeah, time for your program of the week where hopefully I do not complain about my personal life and how everything is going wrong. But time for your program of the week. We. What was that? I don't know. That's so weird. Can you not? Can you actually not? You're sick and you're still weird. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Program of the week. Okay, you heard the theme song, which is from when I was not sick and dying, so that's great. I wonder if my singing is actually better now that I'm sick and dying. Probably not, but never hurts to try. Probably won't try today. Anyway, your program of the week is from a skater who is making like an awesome, like the comeback of a century. Like legitimately like the comeback of a century. And that is from Japan. Oh my gosh, Nobunari Oda from Japan. If you don't know him, he actually competed way back when 2010 Olympics. I don't know if he even went to the 2014 Olympics, but he competed like a long, long time ago. He officially retired, I believe, in 2016 or 2017, but he decided to make a bit of a comeback in Japan, at least domestically. And the program that I want to show today is his short program at Japanese Western Sectionals, which is like a domestic competition for I guess like the western half of Japan, I guess. But yeah, Nobunari Oda is so fun to watch in this program. It is a Japanese samba, I believe is kind of like the vibe of it. And like I think it's like maybe at first it's like a weird idea to like get your head around, but I love 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 this program. I love the music. I think it's super fun and it's like a Japanese samba, and he choreographed it himself actually, which makes it even more fun. He has these like sleeves that like roll down, and he's like whooshing them around, and it's like super fun to watch, and you can tell he actually really likes this program. It gets the crowd going. It's a super fun and a very different program. I feel like than we usually see from a lot of Japanese men. I feel like he's branching out. He's a lot older than the other guys, obviously, and I feel like who cares, at that point, but like he's just showing like his own style and it's super fun to watch. Um, I believe the like after the second jump, he does like this cool like movement. I don't know how to explain, but it's really cool, I guess. Just watch it. I can't explain things really that well. I also really enjoyed his like just general vibe to his program, like moving, and he's like really giving himself towards the audience, if that makes sense, giving his performance to the audience, and obviously the audience is like super receptive to it. Kind of like his body language, the way he's moving, the emotion in his face, and even the way he like generally skates on the ice. I feel like it is really really smooth on the ice. I feel like that has to do with years and years of experience. So yeah, I really do wish Nobunari Oda all the best in this awesome comeback that he's making. He is going to compete at Japanese Nationals, which will be absolutely crazy. But yes, please go check out Nobunari Oda, his short program at Japanese Western Sectionals. Please go watch it. Now it's time for your main episode where I hopefully will not die from coughing. Well, I feel like doing it right now. Yeah. Have fun. Is it raining? Oh, that's nice. Anyway, main episode time. Watch me cry, you know? Right, yeah. That was your program of the week. Okay, people, let's talk about it. You saw the episode title. I just don't know what to say at this point. Finlandia Trophy. Let's talk about Finlandia Trophy. No, no, no. Okay, right. NHK Trophy was a great break from the chaos. It felt like a relatively normal competition. It was fine and good. Finlandia Trophy really said never mind. Like, we're not sorry. You had 1 week break from all the chaos, Van Gogh, but you know what? We are not giving you that again. So obviously the sport kind of hates me or whatever. Like it's a meme at this point. Like it's not even funny, honestly. It's just sad because I just want to cry. But yeah, what a messy competition. Like why? Like this was a messy competition. And I'm not talking about the soccer player. No. This was a very messy as in disorganized competition. I was like, what just happened? Like not gonna lie, like I just like I I don't know at this point. Like, am I gonna keep on watching this? Reason 200 why I like need therapy from watching this season. The Grand Prix series has been such a huge like poo poo bomb. I'm sorry, that's immature. I'm a teenager. Sorry. Oh my god, that's gonna be on the internet. Why did I say that? Ugh. Anyway, yeah, the Grand Prix series has been such a mess that I genuinely like. Yeah, and I don't think Taylor Swift songs. Again, I don't think Taylor Swift songs are like the best form of therapy. They're a good form of therapy still. Like, you should see me sing like Mr. Perfectly Fine. It's a great way to get the rage out. Again, personal life stuff, great. It's great. It's just great. I'm kidding, sorry. Skating, right? Okay, Finlandia Trophy 2024 was in Helsinki, Finland this year. Beautiful city. Um, Not so beautiful competition, obviously. The ice, okay, everyone was talking about how the ice looks so white, and I agree. Why was the ice like crystal? It was like diamond ice or something. Like it was straight out of like, oh my gosh, what am I watching? Why was the screen was so bright from the ice? I was just like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like it was like crystal. It was like and also, like, they actually know how to do camera angles in Finland, I guess. No judgment, France. But they weren't like getting super close to a skater's face or like super far away from them. It was good balance. Like they would get far away, but then would get closer up. Like, they actually understood how to do camera angles and unlike a certain Grand Prix, France. I'm just saying that they actually knew how to do camera angles in Finland. I'm just saying, no judgment, no judgment. Sorry. Don't hire me. Okay, let's talk about the men's event. The men were menning, let's be honest. Mark Henready, the commentator for the ISU stream, even said that himself, which just shows you like everyone knows that phrase now. The men were menning. I'm just saying. Um, the first skater we're gonna talk about is Jumon Cha, who actually withdrew from the competition. He was seventh in the short program after a fall on a quarter quad sal cow and an under rotation on his triple lutz triple loop combo. And he unfortunately withdrew after the short due to injury. I hope that he obviously gets better soon. Hopefully it is not a huge like major injury because I do feel like this season was feeling like the Junwon Cha redemption season after how last season wasn't like the best for him. I really do hope that he does get better soon, that he can appear at Korean Nationals and Four Continents, and we'll hopefully see him at Worlds. I really do hope his injury is not too serious. And I really do like his skating now. I remember he won bronze at Skate Canada, and obviously that was a huge result for him. And I feel like he was on that comeback. Unfortunately, this injury is going to set him back just a bit, but I'm hoping he's going to recover. He's going to come back strong. He's going to do so good. In eh, I don't know what place this is. I think this is sixth place. Yeah, I think this is sixth place. We're gonna maybe open the link that I have. Yeah, in sixth place we have from Japan, one of my favorite skaters to watch, and that is Kazuki Tomono, who is always such a fun skater for me. Obviously, he's just not. Unfortunately, not the most consistent, but he is so fun. He's so exuberant. He's so bright on the ice. He was second in the short program with a clean skate. He landed actually both of his quads in the short program, both the quad toe loop and combo and the quad sal cow by itself with good GOE, which is obviously what we love to see. Unfortunately, his free skate is something that is keeping him down this season. He landed both quad toes, which is really good, but he did pop a quad sal into a double sal. He did fall on a triple axle, and he did pop a triple axle into a single axle. But the thing to note about Kazuki Tomono is his like perseverance through the program. Even after those jump mistakes, he kept the program going. Even though the jumps weren't so good, but he kept the program going. Like you could appreciate the step sequence so much because of that. Because he was trying so hard to really portray the program, and I am really glad that they put him in third in components. I definitely think he deserves that. Components wise, he's so good with like performing and like, hey, those jumps, who cares? Like, let me perform my step sequence. I often find that, when a program doesn't go too well, it does affect that overall performance. But Kazuki Shimono is really one of those skaters who doesn't let the jumps affect the whole performance. And that is something I really, really appreciate as a viewer, that the skater just didn't, give up in face of all those difficulties with the jumps. I'm still rooting for Kazuki Shimono so much. I want him to go to the Olympics so bad. He's been like top like six at Worlds twice now, and I'm like, I want you to go to the Olympics, sir. He is such a good skater, and I'm hoping all the best for him as we continue along the season. In fifth place, we have Lucas Britsky from Switzerland, who really came here looking for redemption. He was ninth at Grand Prix de France, which was a bit disappointing considering his results in the previous season at Worlds was absolutely amazing, and at his Grand Prix as well was really amazing. Here he was fifth in the short program. He had slight errors on the quad toe, double toe, and the triplets. He moved to fourth in the free, but fifth overall after a popped quad into a double toe and a slight bobble on the triplets double toe in the second half. I do think he is really talented. I do think Lucas Britsky has a very unique way of performing himself that is distinctly him, distinctly Lucas Britsky. And we've seen really good competitions from him before. Like I mentioned, Worlds was a big highlight of his, career, which was very, very, very good for him. And I do think he is really talented. We've seen him do good before. I definitely do think Europeans podium is a possibility for him. He has been third there before. Is he going to return to the podium? We will see. I feel like all the European men this season have something out for me because I'm just like scared and I don't really want to predict who will win exactly. There's so many European men in the running for gold, silver, and bronze. I just don't. You can't. I feel like you can't possibly predict who will be on the podium at this point. In fourth place, we have from Japan one of the very, very competitive men who has had career highlights as like the Grand Prix final silver, and that is Sota Yamamoto of Japan. Sorry, who just did again another skater who just didn't have the best outing here. Unfortunately, in the short program, he did have a stumble on the quad sal, and he did fall on a quarter triple axle in the short. He had some errors in the free skate as well, a slight error on the quad style, a fall on an under rotated triple axle, and a quarter on the triple flip double axle. But aside from the jumps, I do feel to me, at least in the free skate, that he has improved artistically. I think I wasn't too into his skating in previous seasons. I feel like artistically he didn't give as much. But I do feel like the free skate particularly does like let go of some of the jumping like stress and like does lend itself to the performance, which is really good. That's me again. Um, I sound like a cow. Sorry. I should have said that. Oh my gosh. I keep on saying things and I'm realizing like they're gonna be on the internet. But anyway, Sota Yamamoto, I'm very interested in seeing what he can bring at nationals slash obviously the later season. A very talented skater. I just think technically he isn't the most consistent, but he obviously has career highlights like that Grand Prix final silver that have shown that he can be very, very competitive. In third place here at the Finlandia Trophy, we have the ever mysterious Italian man, Daniel Grazel of Italy, second at NHK Trophy just the week before. He was one of the skaters who had to come straight right to Finland to compete. That's my butt. Oh my god, I can't say these things. I farted. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Look, I feel like when I'm sick, I fart more. Oh my god, I can't say that stuff. I should stop. I need to stop. Sorry, Daniel Gravel, right? Who he came right from from Japan to compete here at the Finlandia Trophy. With that, I think a lot of skaters often get jet lag. Obviously, big time zone difference from Japan to Finland, or it does cause issues and stuff. He has this mysterious doping past, right? Um, Daniel Grazel is quite mysterious. We know he had kind of a doping scandal. We don't really know what occurred or what happened out of it, but I don't want to speculate again. But in the short program, he did have a fall and then a loss of combo on his triplets, which I'm sure he wanted to do a triple toe after that, but unfortunately he fell and could not do the combo. Free skate, he was very, very strong. He was first in the free skate to move him up to third overall with just 1/4 on call on the quad loop. And some people, I did see this a lot. Some people did say that there were under rotations that they didn't really call. I do agree. It did. A lot of the jumps he was doing, they did seem shaky on the landing. They did seem a little, oh, they should probably go back and check that. But they did not, I guess, or maybe they did and they called it clean, even though it didn't really look clean to me. But yeah, a lot of people were a little stingy about that on Reddit and the internet. But a really strong score, first in the free with 180.64. That's a major, major free skate score. It makes me think that he has, again, large European podium potential if he can get two programs done clean together, which is the key, right? Consistency is the key. It's two clean programs together, not apart, in the same competition that you really do want to get done and steal your fate. Steal your fate. Seal your spot on the podium. Podium. I'm sorry. Am I British now? I don't know what I'm doing. In second place here, we have Kevin Amos of France, who was second at Skate America with two amazing performances. People were really unsure how he would do here, given his past inconsistencies. We have seen Kevin Amos unfortunately do a bit poor in the past at some competitions, such as last year's Europeans, where he could not qualify to the free skate, unfortunately. And I think a lot of people came in here unsure, like, okay, yeah, he did it once at Skate America, but maybe that was a fluke. Like, he really has to show that again. Here, he was not as good as Skate America. Admittedly, that is pretty true. He was just not as good as Skate America. But he really proved here that he is not to be underestimated, and he is rebuilding some of that consistency. He was third in the short after a fall on a popped single lutz. I was not sure what exactly occurred there, but he moved to second after a second place free skate with a fall on the first quad toe and a stumble on the second quad toe plus double toe. But the rest of the program was very, very clean and gave him great. He was really, really clean. And I really do enjoy his program, especially the free skate, and I love the short program too. Actually, I love both programs this season. I think they bring out different sides of who he is as an artist. Short program is so much fun and high energetic. Free skate is a bit more softer, melancholic, but it's like attention to detail. Lots of little pauses, lots of little gestures that really add to the performance overall. I do think Kevin Amos is one of those very unique artists of this generation, along with Jason Brown, Denis Alcievs, and a lot of other skaters who are a little more attentive to the artistic side of skating that I do think is obviously crucial to watching the sport. In first place, we had Yuma Kageyama of Japan, who had won NHK Trophy just the week before, and he was again one of the skaters like Daniel Grazel who had to take a flight straight to Finland, and but still he was seen as the front runner coming in at the Finlandia Trophy. He was first in the short with a clean skate. He really had a large point advantage over the rest of the field. It was about 10 points, I would say, maybe even more. It was about 13 points. Yeah, he had 13 points over second place. So obviously he had a lot of kind of leeway to make mistakes. And unfortunately, in the free skate, there were mistakes. He was actually fifth in the free skate after a downgraded double flip instead of a quad flip, an error on the quad cell, an error on the triple axle, and an error on a triple axle that got a repetition call, so it had a lower base value. And honestly, his short program score really saved him here. Obviously, first in the short and fifth in the free, maybe ordinarily would bring you down to second or third, maybe even fourth. But he had such a good lead over after the short program that I do think that those points really ensured that he would keep his first place position despite such a bad free skate. Yeah, he only scored 159.12 compared to Daniel Grazel, who was first in the free skate with an 180. And so obviously he wants to be a lot more consistent. The men continue to be very, very chaotic, but Yuma Kayama, Ilya Malinin, and Adam Shaw are the kind of holy trinity right now, I feel like. Of figure skating, of men's figure skating. They really want to be consistent to beat one another. It's gonna come down to consistency. Consistency. I can't say that word either. It's gonna come down to consistency, in my opinion. Is he gonna be consistent? Is he not gonna be consistent? It's really gonna deal with that because I do not think that um having the most quads necessarily will make you better. It's who's gonna land the most quads cleanly and with positive GOE, lots of GOE, that will make them better than one another. And I do see that happening with a combination of Ilya Malinin, Adam Shamfa, and Yuma Kageyama. It's somewhere in there. I just don't know how. Maybe someone else, a dark horse, can definitely sneak in there as well. So that was the men's event. Great for that, right? The women's event. Yeah. Um, yeah. The women's event had a lot of close scores and exciting competition here. It just reminded me why I need therapy again. It was traumatic watching it. It was a bit traumatic watching it. Here at the women's event at the Finlandia Trophy, we certainly had fun. Not really. In ninth place, I want to talk about Lindsay Thorngren of I was gonna say Japan for some reason. Lindsay Thorngren of the USA, who had a great result last year with second at the NHK Trophy on the Grand Prix, but just not the best results on the Grand Prix series this year. Here at the Finlandia Trophy in the short program, she fell on an underrotated triple lutz, and she had an underrotation on both jumps in the triple flip, triple toe in the short. There were other underrotation issues in the free, along with a pop double axel into a waltz jump. So yeah, she is unfortunately kind of prone to underrotations, which does bring her down just in terms of like base value, and obviously she doesn't get positive GUE on her elements. She does get some of the jumps done cleanly. In the free skate, she did get a triple loop and a triple sal done cleanly. The other jumping passes unfortunately had errors or mistakes due to underrotations that again are really bringing her score down. But I do think she is a skater who is artistic. I enjoy the free skate from her. It's set to songs by Hosier? I don't know. I can't do now. I can't say things. And I do think she is another, again, like Kevin Amos. I feel like Lindsay Thorngren kind of embodies attention to detail. I do like her programs. I do think that they feel like her as the artist, honestly. And I think she just needs the jumps for a more complete performance. And I do think she's talented. And I'm looking forward to her at US Nationals and what she can do the rest of the season. In eighth place, we have the fighter from Japan, and that for me is Mai Mihara, who is fighting so hard to get back from injury. I love her skating so, 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 so much. She was sixth in the short program with a triple lutz double toe and a pop triple flip into a double flip. And then she was eighth in the free with some under rotation and popping errors. Which, again, unfortunate. Mai Mihara is a skater who is so talented. She's been four continents champion, obviously. She's done well. She's been Grand Prix final champion. She's done well at Worlds. Such a good skater, but unfortunately, it's just with the undertrations and the pops in these programs that really brought her score down. But I'm so rooting for her. I'm still rooting for her because I love her skating and I don't want her to give up because I do think that she will get the Cinderella story. I think the Cinderella on ice is going to get her Cinderella story. I do think I just hope she's going to the Olympics, I swear. And I know like there's so many Japanese women obviously who are aiming for the Olympics. I'm just like my Mihara. Like I want you to go so bad. Yeah. My nose. Oh my gosh. Congestion is not fun, guys. In seventh place we had from Estonia, Nina Petrokina, who is another skater really fighting back from injury. We saw her unfortunately have some injury in the previous season. She was here 11th in the short program with a quarter on the triple flip double toe and a popped single lutz. She made a strong comeback free skate to be fourth in the free skate and move up to seventh place overall. Her only major mistake was a pop triple flip into a double flip and an under rotation on the triple lutz Euler triple sal. But even then, I do think her score of 124, almost 125, is really impressive despite those mistakes, and it really shows how she can really make that comeback. I do think that she is a really good skater. I remember her performance at the 2022 Europeans in Tallinn, Estonia, at home, and the crowd loved her. She had a great, clean performance there, really good. And of course, Europeans is at home this year as well. It will be in Estonia, and I'm hoping Nina Petrokina can be there, and perhaps can be a dark horse at a home Europeans. From France, we have Laurine Schild, who is one of those skaters. I always say this about Laurine Schild, and that is that she is one of those skaters who is, to me, she is constantly, continually improving each season that we see her. I do think that that is quite a talent, not talent. It goes to show how hard she trains. Honestly, I do think that's the main thing. She trains really, really hard. And I feel like you can tell she trains really hard. I do enjoy her skating. I do enjoy her programs. Um, and I do think that she is improving. I feel like um she is improving artistically and technically. In the short program, she did have slight errors on the triple lutz, triple toe, and the triple loop as well. And then in the free skate, she had a personal best in the free skate for her. Congratulations. With slight errors on three jumping passes that really did not subtract a lot of GOE. She did get a triple lutz, triple toe with slightly negative GOE done, but still pretty good. I did see a lot of people on Reddit saying that her jumping technique is not the best. Her jumping technique is a little different from what I've seen from other skaters. And I do think that she can get the jumps done cleaner with better GOE, positive GOE instead of negative. Again, there were no under rotations in any of her jumps. It was just some negative GOE. If she can get the jumps done cleaner, and continue rotating them really, really well, I think she has great scoring potential. And I do think, again, she is someone who's improving. I liked her programs last season. I like her programs this season. I think they are really improving. And you can see that she's really put in a lot of effort, that her team has really put in a lot of effort in, I guess, training her and showing her this sport. I don't know what I'm saying. She's skated a long time, obviously. But, when you know what I mean, I think she's improving. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. A Teen Talks How He's Sick. I feel like that should be the new name of the podcast. In fifth place, we had from South Korea, Ah Sun Yoon, who won the Challenger Series in the Pella Memorial earlier this season, last month in September. No, last month was October. Who is one of those skaters who can have really good competitions, not the most consistent, but really good results here for Ah Sun Yoon. She was fifth in the short program with just a unclear edge on the triple lutz triple toe. She was sixth in the free with the same mistake as the short, and also a unclear edge on a pop single lutz. If she had not popped that single lutz, I think she would have gained maybe 6 or maybe 7-ish points back with really good GOE, which would have moved her up into fourth place probably. Um, Sorry. My nose, my throat, my coughing. But unfortunately, she unfortunately popped that single less that was really worth valuable points had she rotated it completely. I really like her Scheherazade free skate music. Artistically, she didn't connect as much as I would have liked for a Scheherazade program, but I do think that's still a good result. Many of Korea's women are very competitive. We've seen a few of them on the Grand Prix this season already, such as Haein Lee and Chaeyeon Kim. Not Haeyin. No, not Haeyin, right? Not Haeyin. No, Yelim Kim and Chaeyeon Kim as well. Not Haeyin. No. And I'm interested to see how Awesome Yoon can really compete in that really deep field. Perhaps she is a spoiler for nationals in Korea, which is always intense. In fourth place, we have from the USA, Sarah Everhart. Oh my gosh, I cannot say names today. I've been forgetting names. Can't say names. It's probably my sickness. In fourth place, we had Sarah Everhart of the USA, who has really been who's really been she's really been the queen of consistency this season. She's proven her technical ability over and over and over so far that she can, for the most part, not pop jumps. She can get most of the jumps cleanly skated. In the short program, she was third with a clean skate there, really good. And she was unfortunately hit with a few quarter calls that kept some of the GOE negative in the free skate. That was fifth in the free skate for her for fourth place overall. Yeah, she unfortunately did have quarter calls on the all three of her last jumping passes, unfortunately, which unfortunately did bring her score down. But um, the technical side is one thing, and I do think that she is really strong in that. If she can get those quarter calls removed, if she can rotate all those jumps cleanly, and again have no pop, she is a quite a force to be reckoned with. She does need that artistic side, right? I do see some of it coming out in kind of the second half of her Firebird free skate, which is a little more energetic and a little more open, I guess. But I do want to see more of her in her programs. In a sense, I don't feel like you get to see Sarah Everhart too much. You do see the jumper, the technician that is Sarah Everhart, and that's really powerful. But I want to see a little more artisticness. I want to see connection to the Firebird, to the story, to the idea of the Firebird. But I'm very excited to see what lies in Sarah Everhart's future, particularly at U.S. Nationals for sure, which will be a very, very exciting competition. In third place, we had a very, very, very exciting name from Italy. That is Lara Naki Gutman. And Lara Naki Gutman, she did it, guys. Ugh, that's me again. Anyway, Lara Naki Gutman, oh my god, like good for you. Like, honestly, good for you. You know what I mean? Like, great for you, girl. Okay, sorry. Great for you. I told you she was a dark horse. I feel like no one was believing me. I feel like no one was like, you know, like no way, Laranaki Guma, she ain't no dark horse, but she is a dark horse. I just proved y'all wrong. I know I literally probably no one thought I was wrong and probably no one cared anyway, but I'm just saying I think Laranaki Gumon is a dark horse and she's gonna continue to be a dark horse. She had a clean short program with a personal best there that put her in second place in the short program with a really strong score there. She landed all her jumps cleanly. Triple Lutz got a great Joey. She was third place in the free skate. She did have a turnout on a triple flip, a quarter call on both a double axel and a triple loop, but still a personal best in the free skate for a personal best overall. All three of her segments got a personal best, and I love this free skate's musicality and artistry. It was set to Wayward Sisters, and then The Sheltering Sky by Ryuichi Sakamoto, which is really, really beautiful music. The step sequence was a highlight for me. My god, me being sick is not fun when you're trying to record a podcast. And I do think that Laranaki Gutman is one of those skaters who, in the past, I haven't seen a lot of artistically, but recently, last season, we had that Hitchcock free skate that was amazing. This season, we have this very contemporary feeling, very beautiful free skate that I really do enjoy. And these top three women, third, second, and first, were all very, very close, less than a point from one another. And I honestly, maybe this is quite a hot take, but I honestly maybe would have put Lara Nakiguman in first place. I don't know if this is a hot take, maybe not, but I did really enjoy these programs, and I really did enjoy her skating, and I do feel like she made the biggest impact on me of the competition here for the women. And like, obviously that is personal opinion. Like technically, yeah, under rotations make sense in the turnout and everything. But I almost do feel like her components should have been a little better. I don't know if anyone's don't at me, please. Like I really did like, I don't know, maybe a little higher maybe, but like maybe not too high. I don't know. I don't know like exactly where she could be, but I did enjoy her program. I did enjoy her skating. And I do think that maybe she could have been a first. Maybe that is a hot take. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. And obviously, this gives me like huge, like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be European podium potential. But yeah, good for her. Good for her, honestly. Like, great for her. Third place is a major result. And I don't think a lot of people were expecting this coming in this season, but good for her. In second place from Japan, we had, and again, these top three women super close. We had Rina Matsuke from Japan, who was second after an amazing comeback at Skate America. She was 10th in the short program there, moved up to second overall after the free skate. And she really wanted to show more. Obviously, again, great results, but she also wanted to show more consistency here, which was, really her aim here. She had a quarter, unclear edge call, and a fall all on a triple flip in the short. In the free skate, she was first place with just a quarter on the triple flip and a pop double sal. Any of those mistakes removed, I believe, would have had her in first overall. Again, a really close competition. Any of those mistakes removed, I think she would have been first. The free skate. I raved about this free skate at Skate Canada. I'm gonna rave about it again. It's such a rarity for me that it's lyrical, it's beautiful, it's flowy. I think there's like unlimited amount of adjectives that you could use to describe how beautiful, just how stunning this free skate is, and I want to see it over and over and over again. I feel like Rina Masuke is really my find for this season. She is a treasure to the sport of figure skating, and I'm standing behind that. She is my find this season. Like one of the new skaters, I'm just like, I love your skating. In first place, again, super close, is Hana Yoshida of Japan, who was first in the short program with just a quarter and a trip on the triple S triple toe. She was second in the free. She did fall and under rotate on the triple axel attempt that she had. She had an unclear edge on the triple flip and a quarter on the triple loop. That triple axel that she is attempting, she did fall and under rotated here. It has not been the most successful this season. She did attempt it at Skate America as well. I believe there though she just under rotated it. Was it Skate America? Was it Skate America? Or am I crazy? I cannot remember. Wait, Skate America or no? No, it was Skate Canada. Skate Canada, right? Yeah, Skate Canada. All these Japanese women. I'm like, wait, was she at Skate Canada or Skate America? But yeah, I believe at Skate Canada she just unrotated it, which is unfortunate. But landing it cleanly could give her a huge advantage. We've seen that from Amber Glenn this season. That triple axel is a huge moneymaker element. Again, really close scores that a lot of people debate. Good skates from all three podium finishers. Do I necessarily agree with these three? I don't know. I agree with these three, but I don't know in the order they're in, and I'm like, I don't want to cause a war here. So yeah, but Hana Yoshida is gonna qualify for the Grand Prix final. Congratulations for her. And obviously the Japanese women's skill is absolutely scary, and I'm just like, no, no, no. We can't do this. We can't do this. We can't. We shan't. Yeah. In the pairs competition, you thought the pairs were safe from the chaos, right? Well, no, 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 no. These ordinals were really crazy. Not as bad as, Grand Prix de France men, though. No shade, no shade. um, I believe, what is this now? Sixth place? Fifth place? Okay, in sixth place we had a team from Japan, Nagaoka and Moriguchi from Japan, who are a very promising pairs team. They haven't been together for long. I believe they've only been together 2 seasons, but they are developing well. They were eighth and last after a downgrade on their side-by-side triple loop. issues on the triple loop throw and the spin in the short program, but they really redeemed themselves with a third place free skate. They had errors on both of their throws, but got a very, very impressive side by side triple loop, double axle done. Which is a jump combination like not even like top single skaters really do. So great that they're doing it as a pairs. Great personal best for them there for third in the free skate to move up to sixth overall. Just some issues again on their throws, but I'm sure that they will work to improve that. And of course, they want to add a triple twist instead of a double twist, which I think that they again will continue to improve on as we see them develop as a partnership. In fifth place, we had the U.S. team of Emily Chen and Spencer Howe. Just not the best competition for them here. Unfortunate errors in both programs. Again, U.S. pairs is a bit crazy right now. Will they be able to beat Camo Shea and all the other crazy teams? I can't say. I can't say. I do not know. But they did have a downgrade on the side by side triple toe here, an invalidated spin in the short program. In the free skate, they had an underrotation on the side by side triple toe in there, and then they popped a side by side double sal when they wanted the triple sal, and they had a slight error on the triple loop, the row. You know, they have had amazing results in the past for Chen and Hao. We've seen them done very, very well in the past. Perhaps injury from last season is still unfortunately affecting them, but I do think that they can improve, and I do think they have shown that they are competitive in the past. So it's going to be interesting, you know, obviously what will happen at Japanese nationals. What am I thinking? US nationals. What's going to happen at US nationals and how that will play in. Oh my god, my nose. Oh my god, my nose. Okay, anyway, sorry, my nose is dying, but I'm still watching skating. I'm still talking about skating. And from Canada in fourth place, we had the team of Laurent and Etienne, who are a Paris team from Canada. They were eighth at Skate Canada this season, but did a whole lot better here with fourth, obviously. In the short, they just had a slight spin error. In the free skate, just a quarter on the side-by-side triple loop. This gave them a new personal best for them, which is great. Overall personal best as well. And I'm looking forward to see more from them. I haven't seen a lot about them before, but they are 17th in the world, and they do seem like a really good team, a young, developing team from Canada. I do wonder, you know, with so many Canadian pairs, what will exactly happen with the spots at the Olympics? Will they be able to get two or three? We will definitely have to see and wait. In third place, from Italy, you know, Italian pairs, is Giardi and Brusini. They were second in the chart with a clean skate. They did do a side by side double axel instead of a triple jump, there, which, you know, again, side by side jumps are often pairs teams like weakest element, which does, you know, make sense. Maybe they do not do triple jumps in the short just to risk it, but the double axel in the short unfortunately does have a lower base value than a triple jump would. I'm not sure if they would consider changing it to try to earn better points, but we will see. They were sixth place in the free skate after a fall on the side by side triple sal, which got a quarter call, a stumble on the double axel, single axel, and issues on the triple flip throw and the triple loop throw. But they hung on for a third overall. They often can be inconsistent. Unfortunately, I do love Ghiardi and Brosini, but I do admit that they are not the most consistent pair team, and that is something that they definitely want to work on as we go through this season, as we see them develop more and more and more. To me, they still feel young, and I know they're like not the youngest, and we've seen them around for a while, but I do really like them. I do remember their little Mambo Italiano program from the Olympics that was really fun to watch. Okay, I'm literally so cold right now. I'm like hugging myself within my shirt. I don't know how to explain. In second place here, we had from Hungary, Pavlova Sviatchenko, who are considered some of the strongest technicians in the field. They have had some struggles here and there. Fifth at Skate America was not what they wanted. Um, in terms of technical performance, they were third in the short program with a quarter on a side by side triple toe and a slight error in the step sequence. Second in the free skate with a fairly clean skate, except for one unfortunately aborted lift near the very end, but still very, very strong skate for them. You know, not what they wanted. I do think that if they hadn't missed that lift, they would have earned. I have no idea how lifts really scored. Honestly, I should know better. Like, They would have earned more. I'm just saying. They would have earned a good like 5 points max. Not max. 5 points minimum more if they had not unfortunately aborted that last or that second to last lift. But they got some redemption here. That fifth at scale mark was not what they wanted, but of course, second here is a really good score. Got some redemption, still want to improve. But I do think Europeans will be very interesting for them. And in first place, we had the reigning world champions from Canada, Stellato Deschamps, who had a clean short program. In the free skate, they did pop the triple sow into a double sow in the side by side, and also airs on the triple let's throw, but they were first there as well. I do think the Grand Prix final will be quite interesting for pairs. Of course, Stellato Deschamps won here, and they won at Skate Canada as well, but obviously, we've seen strong performances from Miura Kihara, Hassan Volodin, and of course we had last week Melokina and Barulava of Georgia, who also have kind of put their name into the hat here. I am interested in how this will all come into play, how this will all work out. Grand Prix final will be very interesting, and we'll see. Definitely for sure, we will see. Okay, I stand. Not even Ice Dance was saved by the chaos. Like, let's be honest. I'm just gonna be flat out honest with you guys. Not even Ice Dance was saved from all the chaos. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Um, it was bad. Like my brain. Sorry, me making random noises is not fun. Oh my god, I love the rain so much. Comment down below, guys. What do you feel about the rain? I'm kidding. I'm not that cringy. I kind of am. Oh my god. Let's not. Anyway, so we will talk about what we will talk about. We will talk about what we will talk about. I love that. First team we're talking about is Orihara and Purinen of Finland, who were sixth place here. Our favorite, very fun Finnish team. They were competing at home. They got a personal best in the rhythm dance, which I will discuss a little later. And then they got a season's best in the free dance for a personal best overall. Great for them. Now, Yuko Orihara of this team is originally from Japan, so she does not have Finnish citizenship. But one thing I did see is that she had an interview that was shared on Reddit from some Finnish, I think, like newspaper or magazine that said that she was trying to obtain Finnish citizenship, which will be very exciting. That she will hopefully be able to compete for Finland at the Olympics. We will definitely see. In fifth place, we had the U.S. team. You know how I feel about U.S. ice fans. Zingas and Kolesnik, who again are part of the large U.S. ice dance crazy madness. They were sixth place in the rhythm dance, but moved to third place in the free dance to get fifth overall. Which again, ice dance chaos this season: sixth in the rhythm dance, third in the free dance, fifth overall. Okay, makes sense to me. But yeah, really good for them that they were able to have a better free dance than their rhythm dance. They did have a slight twizzle error in the rhythm dance. Otherwise, I do feel like they could have been fourth place / competed for a bronze here. If they cleaned up that, I do think that they could have gotten those results. Nationals for ice dance, I don't even want to talk about it. I do think US nationals for ice dance will be the scariest thing, like scarier than It the movie. Okay. Or like the other one, the Rising, right? Yeah, it will be scarier than that. I'm just saying. I will open the results page and I will have a heart attack from how mortified I will be. Dun dun dun. I'm so cringy. It's great. um, In fourth place, we had the Czech siblings of Tashlerova and Tashler, who made a statement here with fourth place overall. They were fourth place in the rhythm dance and fifth place in the free dance, where they held on for fourth overall. Looking for something to pop about them this season. I haven't had that pop about them this season yet. I feel like usually at Europeans, they get a lot better for me, and they've really refined their programs. So far, they haven't had a big pop yet. They haven't had like a big excitement for me yet. They are a team I do enjoy, and I definitely do think they have, again, potential for the Europeans podium, and I'm hoping they are going to have that pop moment. I need to stop saying pop. That for me, I do think their programs are quite interesting this season. I'm hoping that they can really grow into that and really impress me. Third place. Yes, yes, yes. My favorite ice dance team from Finland. It is Julia Turkila and Matthias Verschluis, who were really, really good here. They were third in the rhythm dance, with a new personal best. Now, if you notice, both Finnish ice dance teams at the Finnish competition got personal best in the rhythm dance. Some people were saying home cooking, they were cooking at home, which makes sense. Is it because they were at home in Finland? Perhaps it is quite strange to think that the only teams that got personal best here were both Finnish ice dance teams. I don't know, people. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but I'm just saying that maybe. But I love them, so who cares? I mean, I do care, but I love them. Um, and then they were second in the free dance for third place overall. Great result for them, and I am really, really happy with them because earlier this season I feel like Turkey versus Lewis were looking for better results that turn things around, and I definitely do think that this does turn things around for them. Really good. In second place, this was the shock. In second place was the Canadian team of Piper Gillis, and Paul Poirier, who were highly expected to win the event here, but unfortunately ended up in second overall. They had a clean rhythm dance that put them in first by more than 2 points. Unfortunately, in the free dance, they had some errors on the choreographic jumps, and then a fall, I believe, like not during the twizzles, but like right after the twizzles, brought down some GOE on the Twizzles and gave them a deduction, which unfortunately brought them to fourth in the rhythm dance and brought them down to second place overall. If they had not made those mistakes, I definitely do think that they would have won with, really good GOE and really good without the deduction, obviously, from the fall from the Twizzles. This is Ice Dance Chaos. Like, I don't even know at this point, but they do still qualify for the Grand Prix final, which is what they sought out to do. I'm excited to see what Ice Dance brings because I honestly don't know at this point. But yes, Gilles Poirier in second place. In first place is the team from Great Britain of Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson. Wow, wow, wow. They have won both of the Grand Prix events this season. When I honestly do think they are highly underestimated by many fans, I do think a lot of people will say that, oh, they only won Skate America because Chalk and Bates fell in the rhythm dance. They only won Finlandia Trophy because Gillis and Poirier fell in the free dance. But I honestly do think that kind of undermines what they've been able to accomplish. Fear and Gibson are a very talented team themselves. And yes, it is true that their main opponents in each of their competitions did unfortunately have errors, but Fear and Gibson are a good team by themselves, and they've proven that. I do think they are kind of highly underestimated, but I do think they are a bit different than the other teams, a lot less traditional. They were second in the rhythm dance here, first in the free dance, or first overall. I think their programs tend to be a little less traditional, but I think that's okay. I think they're themselves and they're unique, and I think that's really good. Strong potential for a European/world podium, in my opinion. I feel like this season may be the breakthrough for Fear and Gibson. They've been second at Europeans and fourth at Worlds now, but maybe that is about to change. Maybe it's first at Europeans, third at Worlds. Who knows? I don't want to say anything because Iceland this season has proven it's been chaotic. But I do think this could be a major breakthrough for Fear and Gibson. And with that, we finished talking about Finlandia Trophy and actually not going crazy, but I probably will go crazy after this. I really need to sleep, people. Like, it's really bad. Cup of China is going to be the last event of the season. Not the last event. That would be bad. The last Grand Prix event of the season. Let's not even talk about you. You know what I mean? Like, just be calm. I know you won't be calm because the season hates me, but Cup of China, let's pretend you'll try to be calm and we'll see. This season has been all chaos so far. Am I here for it? Not really, but at the same time, yeah. And I'm so excited to see what will happen at the last Grand Prix. Who will qualify to the Grand Prix final? Oh my gosh, what will the heck? What will happen? We will see the next time on a Teen Talk Skating podcast. That was dramatic. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to episode number 43 of the Teen Talk Skating podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rant for almost 50 minutes about Finlandia Trophy and how I want to cry. And I need some cough medicine, clearly. Clearly, oh my god. My throat. Yeah, maybe don't record a podcast episode this long when you're sick. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Teen Talk Skating podcast. My name is Van Gogh, and I'll see you next week for Cup of China. Bye bye.